Yet another body found floating on the Tekeze River into Sudan. This body, according to the fishermen, has been shot, burned, and castrated.
The body we found today is a bit different than what we usually find. It's been burnt, it has gunshot wound on its left side, and it's been castrated.
But the residents of the banks of Setit River in Sudan will be the first to tell you that there's nothing particularly different about today. Over the past year, Sudanese fishermen and Tigrayan refugees here have found 140 bodies of Tigrayans detained, tortured, killed by Ethiopian and Eritrean forces in western Tigray, and their bodies dumped into the Tekeze River. Gabratinsai Gabrakristos is a community leader for Tigrayans in the area and has been keeping a tally of the bodies.
Last year, we buried 126 men and 14 women. All had their hands tied behind their backs, limbs cut off, and they had signs of torture.
First cases of Tigrayan bodies floating across Tekeze were reported exactly a year ago. Following the reports, CNN traveled to the area and discovered bodies of Tigrayan men on the banks of the river. All the bodies were mutilated, eyes gouged, castrated, with a missing limb, and all had their hands tied behind their back by electric wires.
We just got a call that 3 bodies were found down at the riverfront, so we're running down to see what we can see.
From the binds still biting into his skin, it's clear this man suffered a tortured death. This Tigrayan has been helping to recover the dead. He holds up the body, but the image is too gruesome to show you. His eyes, though, betray the horror in front of him.
Earlier this week, Globe and Mail had reported on 4 male survivors of sexual violence who were raped and tortured by Amhara militia for attempting to escape a detention camp where they were routinely tortured and denied food. Just one other indication of the hell that Western Tigray has become for the few Tigrayans.